Okay, here we go. So we're going to start the Pat Metheny transcription. First of all, we need to open the session. And there it is. It's that blank session that I sent you guys. And then we need to go and get the audio. So we go to File, Import, Audio. And it's going to be the Pat Metheny MP3. We need to click it, double click it, and it'll convert it to the session. Done. We say open. So it's going to process the audio and it to a new track. So it's like this. First off, we'll make it a little bigger so we can see what we're doing. Okay, make it like this. There we go. Okay, so again, the first thing that we're going to be wanting to do is we want to match this audio up to a click. Okay, so it's going to be in sync with the track. It's close to 120, but the whole point of doing that is so that once we actually finish the transcription, there's a quarter note that it can lock into, so that Pro Tools or Sibelius or Finale or whatever program you use to create a written form of this will be able to interpret the rhythms of it. And so you want to be able to print this out eventually. It's a way to do this using Pro Tools. So, okay, first thing we're going to do is we'll listen to it and see if it's running. There it is. Okay, great song. Okay, so we're going to go to the start of the solo. The start of the solo, we'll zoom in. Here we go here. This is the section that I want you to transcribe. Okay, it says start right here. And that's the end of the solo right there. Okay, so but what we want to do is we want to lock in to the tempo. And how are we going to do that? Well, we have to find things that are transients that are going to enable us to, like, say, okay, this is the beat 1 or this is beat 4 or beat 2. Okay, so what are they that are the transients that are most obvious? It's the drums or the bass. And in this one, it's interesting. There's actually a section 2 where the guitar kind of helps out for the transient. So, but generally, it's either in the bass drum, the hi-hat, or the snare. In this one, like when you listen from here, again, it sounds like. The snare is strong. The bass drum. The bass is strong too. Okay, so that's the beginning of the solo. Okay, so first, I think what we'll do is zoom in. Okay, kind of find the beat. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let's see. I think the first one when I was listening to it was the bass drum or in the bass hitting at the same time on starting on 1. Let's see if it's correct. Right here you can hear it. Okay, so right here what we're going to do is zoom in, and you can see kind of that transient right there. So what you do is we put them for now we want to make sure we're working in slip mode, not grid, slip. When we're first starting, we'll move it to grid in a second. Okay, so for right now, what we're going to do is use the slip mode, and we'll zoom in a titch more, maybe about like this. Okay, so we got that. So we want to do and use this feature called marker. Okay, we'll add another marker. Boom, hit that. We want to keep it an absolute reference marker, and then this one is going to be. It doesn't matter what the location is, so we're going to go like this, but we're going to dial it in a little closer. I think we'll get it closer to that point. We'll zoom in a little more and get right in on that guy. Okay, that's there. I think that's where we'll use it. So that's where that first marker is going to be, that bass hit with the bass drum. Right there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so then The next one we're going to do is probably let's see, it's either a bass or a snare. Let's listen to it a little bit. We're going to kind of again zoom in again. Let's see. Right there is a good one. Right here you hear that bass hitting with the bass drum. Okay, I think we'll use that. We'll scoot over a little bit. Okay, let's see. So here we go. Again, the whole point of this is that we're going to use a new feature in Pro Tools that you haven't used probably before. It's called Identify Beat, and I'll show you that in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, okay, is the downbeat. You can see that bass hitting that transient right there. Okay, perfect example. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put the marker there. Okay, have it on grid. We hit the marker button right here. Okay, we say okay. And we want to zoom in a little bit, just make sure we got it close. Okay, so we've got it. Yeah, we'll go right to there. Okay. Now here's the real trick of this. Okay, so now to identify the beat, you have these, two locations. Okay, so this is the first beat of the measure, because when you listen to it, if you're counting prior to it, let's count for it. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let me try that again. Okay. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so those are the first beats of whatever measure. Okay, it's kind of, like you can see up here, it says 76 to 78. Those are the measures, and it's close. The click is close to 120. But here's the real big key right now. What you have to do is go to the grid and change the grid from bars and beats to clips and markers. Okay, so now, and then we actually switch in to the grid mode right there. Now the new grid, again, you're going to use the selector tool, and you're going to select from there, and it snaps to it. Here's the new thing. It's called Identify Beat, and it's in Event. Go in Event, slide down to Identify Beat. It's a Command I if you use a shortcut. And so we're going to say, okay, this is beat. We're going to say beat 1, measure 76. Okay, we hit 0. This is going to be beat 1 of measure 78. We hit a 0. So it's beat 1. We say okay. And as you can see up here, you can see like there's a tempo map. And it says 118.6461. When these guys did this song, I'm not sure they used a click. They might have. But now the trick to be able to test this is to go to we want to create a click track. So we go to track. We create a click track. Make that a little bit bigger just for fun. Okay, so now let's listen and see if the click track is locked in. We'll also be able to visualize that. We'll use it here to kind of see it, the click track. We'll actually make this a little smaller because we don't need it so big. Come on. All right. Here we go. Little bitty. Okay, so now we're going to make it a little bit louder so we can see if it locks into this. So we'll start a little farther back. Yeah, it's pretty close, especially when you go right to this section. Okay, so then what we want to do is we want to continue, building these out. I took 2 measures here, and I think that's a good amount. Is 2 measures, maybe 4 at the most. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to, let's take it from here. Okay, and let's see for another place where we can find a good transient. Okay, so this is beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is a good one here. This 4. Look at how strong that is. Okay, so that's in beat 4. We'll zoom in on that. We'll go to right here. Okay. I'll zoom in too on it. Okay, yeah, look at that. That's a beautiful transient. Okay. So, okay, now we go and we'll take that and we got to take it and put it back onto slip mode. so it's easier to determine. So again, if they didn't use a click when they played, it's the possibility is they migrated a little bit, or breathed a little bit. They might have used a click. It's hard to say, but even at that, it's you're mostly there. Okay, so but this is the point is we want to be mostly locked in with the click. Okay, so we put it on there. We use the marker again, absolute marker. Okay, locate the name. It doesn't matter. We just go like this. We zoom it in, get it right onto the top of that. Perfect. Okay, and so we hit this. We can see it in that green line. Nice click. Okay, so that's going to be on beat 4. Because let's check that again, just make sure. Okay, so we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, right on 4. Okay, so so we go back to the grid mode, and then we have it on clips and markers as we saw up here. We take from here to here. Okay, that's a good spot. And then we're going to again identify beat. So we go to event, right there. Okay, beat 1. Okay, that's pretty close. Beat 4, it's only a little bit off. Okay, so 0. Okay, we make it 0, so it says 8. So 71 beat 1, 8 measure 81 beat 4. Okay, so yeah, that looks right on. In fact, let's listen to it. Okay, let's get the click going. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do it maybe one more time. I'm going to do it one more time. When you guys do it, I want you to like do the whole solo this way, and no more than 4 measures, but probably 2 measures or 2, 3, 4 measures. That's the most. Okay, so let's listen, see what we got. We'll turn the click off so we're not distracted by it, and we're going to find another transient to again identify the beat with. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. And this one over here was pretty good too. Let's see what we got. Let's do it again. Let's use the earlier one. Okay, so I think it's in this area. I think it's right around here. Okay, so let's see. We'll count that again. Let's see. Yeah, right here is pretty nice, I think. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. See, the guitar is doing some interesting. There's a really light guitar doing kind of like 2 and 4s kind of thing. Let's see if we can listen to that. Yeah, right. Dot, 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 dot. It's hitting the chords with the snare. Okay, so I think that might be a good spot. Let's try it there. Yeah, that looks really good, in fact, now when I zoom it in. Okay, so we'll put it back onto slip mode. Boom. Okay, let's go like this. A little bit over. Okay. We hit the marker. Absolute. Boom. Yeah, kind of split the difference between there. Okay, so yeah. All right. So that'll be our 4 right there. Okay, we go back to grid. So it goes from here to there. Okay, so then again, what you're doing here is identifying the beat. Again, you're just laying out. The way to look at this, again, is like you're building a house. Like I've used that metaphor before. And when you're building the house, the thing is you have to do is build the basement, okay, or the frame, and so you have to pour the cement. Well, to hold the cement in place, you have to have forms, and so then you pour the cement. In a sense, what we're doing here is we're putting up the forms so we can pour the cement. Okay, so let's see what we got. And so here we got identify beat. Okay, 186. Let's see how that works. Okay, we'll take that 0. And let's see what we got. All right, let's check that out with the click. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's listen again one more time. Let's see. Did we get that? Maybe we didn't. Let's see. Let's look at that real quick. I think so. Let's try again. No, you know what? I don't think we did. Let's see. I think we got the wrong spot. Maybe we should go farther back. Let's see. Yeah, we did. We missed it. I think it should be here. Let's go back here once. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's where we want it. Okay, so we're gonna undo this. Okay, let's undo it. We make mistakes. That's true. Okay, undo there. Okay, let's try and keep undoing a little bit. Undo. Okay, undo. All right, undo. Identify beat. Okay, and we're going to undo the marker edit thing. And then add memory location. Okay, so I think we're going to go here. I think that's where 4 is. Let's try again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right here. I missed it. This is the spot. Right there is where it is. Yeah, this guy right here. Okay. So we're going to go boom. It looks like it's pretty close already. Okay, we'll zoom in, back. And now we'll put the marker in again. I redid that, okay. I undid all those things. So here, it will go right to there. Okay. See, that's always learning. Everything is learning. Okay, so now we go to grid again. Clipped and markers. Okay, they're still there. Okay, and we'll check that again. Boom. Okay. Now identify beat, event, identify beat. Yes, 4, 85, 4. That's what we want, making that 0. Boom. Okay, so we've got measure 81, beat 4, measure 85, beat 4. So it's a 4 measure phrase. Okay, so let's see what we got now. Okay, looks pretty good. Yeah, you can hear that guitar hitting on 2 and 4. I think that's the one that is a strong indicator of where we're at too. Okay, so we're very close. It seems like it's kind of shaking out in the 118 range. Okay, so you still got a bit to do. Okay, so from we've done this much. Okay, so basically we got from here to there to do. So you got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 more identifications. And again, if you get a crazy number like 111 or 122 or 140, you've done something wrong because it is pretty much a constant. It's near the 118 mark, but it could drift a little bit here and there. So that's what you need to do first. And so that'll be the first section of what you have to do to be able to really get this in your system in terms of, being able to lock in with it. Let's listen to what we have right from the beginning here. Yeah, so it's migrating a little bit as it gets going past there, but that's why you have to do this every couple measures. So really, in some ways, we might want to actually only use a couple. Let's see, let's go from here once, just for fun. Let's do that. Let's actually change this. Let's only use the 2 measures. I think it might be a little tighter. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to use this and get rid of that. Okay. I think I like the one more over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here seems a little stronger on 4. Okay, so we'll go there. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, we'll choose this first one maybe. No, we'll use this big guy here. All right, put it on slip mode. And there. And we say marker. We go there. Scoot over. All right. Okay, I'm working this out just like you guys would be doing. Okay, so now we put it back to grid mode. Okay, finicky here, of course. Okay, so lock in. Again, this is a smaller section. So we'll say identify beat. Bam. And that's, I think, closer to the mark. Zeros, 81 for 80 to 83 for. Okay. And we listen. Yeah. Again, so then that's where you're going to go on. You know what? I would suggest if you could do it every 2, 3, 4 is a bit big, and it might veer more from that. Okay, so there you have it. That's what you have to do first. You got to get all that done before you actually do the transcribing. See you guys soon.